Hello and welcome to episode 34 of our Timberborn update for modded playthrough with the Folktales faction. Here's cycle 50. 50. That's a lot of cycles. Day 13. Last time, we leveled this area and prepared it for a wheat farm, which our beavers are dutifully filling out at this very moment. And we migrated a lot of our industrial stuff all the way up here to Cascadia, where most of it is currently functioning. And we're just waiting on a little bit more of our universal powered levee construction. In fact, it's just the last little bit, which this guy is most likely going to finish, hopefully. Maybe not. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but all it needs is for somebody to come along and just knock this out, and then all of these will be ready to go. And yep, there we go. All connected. And now we're going to be making a whole bunch of books, and our beavers will be able to relax and do what they please. Well, they already have almost 1,000, but they're not really much of anywhere else. Have this guy go do something else because his services are no longer needed as a lumberjack. And yeah, we are looking pretty good. We still have a little bit of dressing up to do here, a little bit of other fun stuff. The frog geo art, etc., will be coming at a later time. But today, we've got plenty of work. Look how fast they're putting these wheat things in, man. We got plenty of work to do here by leveling the rest of this area, filling in the holes just a little bit, and turning this into another housing complex. That's right, we've got plenty to get done, and we're going to do our very best to get it all accomplished today, at least in this area, so that we can have a series finale later this week, incorporating all of the other fun stuff that I've been talking about. So let's go ahead and let them get all of this stuff placed down. And we will just blow all of this up strategically, make it nice and flat, and have another housing complex kind of in the same vein as this one. And we'll see what happens. Now, we do have power here, and we're going to want to take advantage of that to put in some other recreational things as well, like our carousels, Ferris wheel, and mud baths, which we can now do. It's going to take them a little bit of time to get all of this stuff taken care of, so we'll be hopping back and forth, because we also, over here in Beaverly Hills, have plenty of stuff we want to get done. And I've heard a couple of different ideas for things you guys might want to see, and we'll be doing a little bit of that. But I think what we want to go ahead and do is get our observatory up here. I know I promised this a long time ago, but just put this at the very top of the mountain, put some stairs in place, and have a nice path going up to the top. I'll use metal stairs just because we can. And what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to have this kind of snaking around, kind of a natural approach to go up the side of the cliff here. So what we're going to want to do is have it give us a little bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like a switchback kind of design. Now this is going to be kind of hard because it's 2 blocks high, so we're going to have to carve into the cliff face just a little bit, which actually means that this staircase can't go here. What we'll have to do, and we'll blow up that. I'm not going to use ladders on this. Remember, this is supposed to be one of those things you can just kind of climb up. Unfortunately, do not have, since I got rid of the dirt mod because it was causing all sorts of havoc with our supply of water. We don't have the ability to build the natural slopes anymore, these things, because that was something that it was included in that mod, but we had to get rid of that so we could, survive. But I digress. We've got, oh, I don't want to put that like that. Maybe I'll put this over here. Yeah, that might actually work pretty well. And if we go look at our paths, probably going to go with one of the gravel paths. Might be one of the better options here. We have gravel path number 1, gravel path number 2. If we put them side by side, that's gravel path number 1, and that's gravel path number 2. You can see number 2 is a little darker. I think I like gravel path number 1 just a little bit more. This looks almost like a cut stone with some dirt on it, but this actually looks like gravel. How I would remember gravel looking, at least. So that's what we'll do when we actually, get into that part of everything here. Yeah, so I'll just kind of snake this around a little bit where I can. Yeah, let's do that, because we can also plant stuff up here. We can put some trees or some shrubs or whatever, and we can irrigate all of this. Now, I don't know exactly what kind of a verticality our irrigation is going to allow, but something we could get ourselves into. And we have 6 open jobs for beavers here. Not that, you know, there's really that many jobs to be doing in this area anyway, but I think we could put in a little bit more housing. I want to do these triple lodges. We have like this. We can then come up on top with our regular roof pieces. We can use our 2x2. And then thanks to the modular roofing mod from Battery Smooth, we've got these other things to play with, like these X intersections. I think that looks really nice. Like that quite a bit. We've got decorations. We've got different chimneys and then gable windows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, on the outside here, put these little square chimneys. Then we have these gable windows, like I just said. They don't really fit super great on these. Well, not the other ones I was looking at. But I don't know, I like the idea of having these, even if they don't quite fit perfectly well. It is a little short, so maybe we'll hold off on this area specifically with that, but I did want to have something over here. And this is a little quirky, facing off the backside, but it is going to have some nice charm with the smokestacks coming off the top. Always love to see that. So, we have a drought coming in 3 days, which means let's check up on our... Oh yeah, we're golden. Completely full. Although, our demand is about 5,000 per hour. And since these are all bot buildings, all of this is going to be continuously drawing during a drought. We don't know how long the drought's going to be. But we do have a lot of stored power. We have, on each side, we have 450,000. We have 900,000 HPH perpetually stored here, which is bonkers. That is just completely unnecessary, but hey, I'm glad we did it, because it's kind of fun, right? That's half the reason you do stuff, right? Is to have fun. I just saw... Oh, okay, that's just not full of bots. I was about to say, if that says it's for biobeavers, then I've made a mistake. But it looks like we're probably all set, good to go. I don't see any beaver vacancies. So that is a-okay. This poor little millionaire guy over here on the Iron Islands doesn't really have too much else going on. So remember, we kind of appropriated his land to be putting in additional hauling posts and builder's huts and everything. So we can actually give that back. We can plant some stuff here. Some nice trees. We already have hedges. He's got his own little torii gates too, so that's all sorts of good fun. We might come back to this later, but I'm not going to derail myself too much with that. Now, let's see. Have we finished laying all of our explosives? I think we have. I'm going to go ahead, get rid of these, because once we have this done, it'll be accessible from down below. And this actually probably needs to get done now. Let's just go ahead and get rid of these paths and have them put dynamite on top of here as well. I actually don't know if they can reach all of this, but they will be able to once this is all gone, so I'm not worried about it. And in fact, all of this power right here, these small flywheels, I don't think we need them. I just love the little notes in these things. So we will get rid of those. Recover some of those materials. And now you will note that this is not hooked up to anything. Egads. Yes, I do in fact remember that I have to have these things be powered. So, like I promised, we're going to put in the power wheel here, just to have somebody have some way of getting power delivered. So I'll actually make that the most important thing. Because let's be honest, we have so much food. We're not gonna be hurting, but we do want to make sure we don't completely let this lapse. And this will be connected to power again, don't worry. We just have to get everything else taken care of before we mess with too much of that. There is still a little bit we need to take care of here. So we will do just that. And I believe, yeah, I'll go ahead and do this since this is already here. Yeah, it's going to be a long process to get this all filled in. And we do have plenty of dirt, and we have our terraforming stations still, so don't worry about that. It'll all be a-okay. We just have to do a little bit at a time and see what happens. In fact, this is so slow, process of getting dynamite put in here, that I actually don't want to wait for this anymore. I'm just going to light this off, and hopefully nobody's stupid enough to come over here while it's exploding. There we go. Throw safety and caution to the wind. And nobody died, so, you know, problem solved. So this is going to go down, I think, I might as well just take this all completely down to the level of the water here. And we don't currently have enough dynamite to do that, unfortunately. Update 4 does not have the double and the triple dynamite, which I think is a fantastic improvement that they made. So we will have to actually make that much in the way of explosives. And I know I said last episode, I think it was last episode, oh, I don't need to make any more dynamite. Well, guess what? We're going to make some more dynamite. Oh, boy. So in order to accomplish that, I mean, we have so many books. I've got over 1,000 books now, which we need to be exporting with our goods station. Let's do that. Send them back over to the main district. Let's export books and only import for now into Beaverburg 13. If I can actually click on things correctly. And there we go. So they'll be importing books there, and we should already have some here, I think. Yeah, we got 123. We have storage for 200. We'll need to make a larger storage, of course. But for the time being, this seems to be a-okay. And I'm going to go back down to 2 times speed because it is quite laggy. And this is working. This is working. And we do have access here because of our ladder. So I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue to actually get the rest of this stuff done. But there is a lot to get done, and that is why this is not the final episode of this series. Some of you will be overjoyed, some of you will be frustrated to hear that, but that's the way she goes, man. We got so much stuff to do, and I don't want to sell it short just to say, hey, we're done, so I can go do something else. Because we spend a lot of time on this, and I think it's important to actually invest in something all the way through to the end. See it through. Even if it's not perfect. Effort matters, right? I think that's a good life policy to follow. All right, do we have our wheel going? Yes, we do. Yeah, and because, remember, Update 4, they buffed it so that the beavers can put in a little bit extra effort if they have a higher well-being score. So Wilco Ufert here is giving us 82 HP instead of the default 50. Which, you know, I'll take it, not bad. 68% power input on the packing plants is going to be mighty fine. And we have some more space to plant potatoes. Let's just make sure we can reach all this. And we can. Looking good, looking good. We're going to need all these potatoes when we have all of our beavers. And I am planning on expanding the amount of beavers. So don't worry there. We are a-okay. Now, all of this space right here is currently being used to connect all of these together. But we don't have to take up valuable farm space for that. We can do almost anything we want. But I do want to have some of the, what do you call these things? The Dutch windmills? Yeah. I want to unplant, I think I can put this here. Yeah, it's going to be a while before you are able to get stuff in here after they harvest everything. But I believe I can put one here and one here, and then I might be able to put one in the middle. I don't know if it's going to let me, but we're gonna find out. So I will, before I forget, undo those 3, and we'll see what the game lets me do, because we do need to make sure we have plenty of wheat flour. Right now, though, it's looking pretty good, and the production of all of our food is looking quite nice. Not really too many complaints that I can see in that regard. So we'll go ahead and explode this, because it's not going to kill any beavers. Beautiful. Might have made some of them deaf, but sometimes that's just how it goes. Now, once this goes down, we are going to need to be filling in stuff. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get that rolling here because these guys can go ahead and place, I think I need to go up one more. Yeah, because that's down to perfect. That's exactly what that needs to look like, which actually means the bottom of these are in the correct height. I'd like to see that. So that should be, yeah, we need one more. Yep, that's going to get us exactly where we want to go. That is fantastic. So our terraforming bots can continue their work. I think they've got a little bit more to do over here, or have they actually finished? Yeah, these are the only arrows short of right here. They can't reach it. Okay. Well, that's a little irritating. How are we going to rectify that? Oh, okay, I know. All we have to do is just turn it around. I think that's going to be fine because they can't build from a direction they can't access. So let's just try to remember what I've got going on here. Because I need to have this turned this way so I can build from behind. So let's see, I got 6 there, and I got 4 there, and 1 there. So then I'll just come in like so. I might actually just kind of leave that like it is. Have them build in from the side so it's not quite so squared off. But I believe that's going to allow them to build from this side. I don't know that they're going to be able to actually get up here to put the rest of them in, but if that's the case, then, you know, I can just put some stairs. Not a big deal. And we have a little bit of extra space. We got this one little terrain block here. I don't think we're going to need to worry about that. That'll get filled in just fine. Plenty of potatoes. Carrots need to be increased, which is why I was undoing them last episode. So we'll just put that in place. Now we're making good progress. Making very good progress. And they are, in fact, putting those in, too, which is nice to see. Yes, we'll let them take care of the rest of this. We do still have 400 dynamite left. And we are going to want to get the rest of this stuff out. We have so much wood, I'm not even going to worry about it. We're just going to mark those trees for demolition, get those things out of here, and get the rest of this all fixed, ready to go. It's just a little bit of a waiting game. When you have a series that's this long, you're not going to be able to get everything done super fast just because of the way everything works. But that's fine. You can still have plenty of enjoyment in the process. Let's check out what's going on here. Okay, good. We built, seems like we built most of the stairs, but they're not connected, so I can't finish the rest. All right. So we have our regular paths. I'm actually going to make all of these the gravel path number 1, since we're already here. This is the plastered wood iron teeth path. You can, I guess, call that the pool area or whatever. But this right here doesn't need to be here. We can have that look pretty nice doing other stuff. Okay, give me my gravel path number 1. There we go. So that's connected nicely. And once the rest of these are put in place, we are going to need to find a place to put our water dump to try and green up everything else. And I'm not entirely sure where it would be best for that, because I think, you know, the way I have this set up is not exactly making room for things. But if I move this gravel path to the corner here, I could actually blast a hole here, and I could put a water dump there that should irrigate a decent portion of this. I don't think that would be that big of a problem, would not be too much of an ask. And we'll see what comes as a result of that. But now our drought's here, which is going to test our power reserves to the limit. Maybe. We'll see, depending on how long it is. So what is our damage? 6 days. All right, we can handle 6 days. I think that'll be fine. Oh, and I have these dynamites I forgot. Now that's taken care of. So maybe our gasp water folding will work just a little bit better. But not worried about it. That should be a-okay. Alright. Back over here in Dynamite Land. We just have a little bit that hasn't been put in place. Oh, they're not going to be able to get to this one. Well, they can get it on the backswing. That should be fine. Now that this is all in place, I think I can go ahead. Yep. Let's not delete our rubble. We might need those pieces. Yeah, we got a little bit more to put here. I think they can still get to all this even if I get rid of these. But I want it to all go off at once, with the exception of this because it just kind of can't, unfortunately. Plenty to get accomplished, and that is going to be just fine. Now, I did have a comment saying, hey, you should keep the brick paths when you build stuff over here, and without going too far into it, I do like that idea. The whole adaptive reuse trend in urbanism is something that I really like, generally speaking. Obviously not always a perfect solution, but honoring the legacy of something that was here previously, I think is something we can get behind. So we'll be reincorporating these brick paths in our housing development here, and maybe a couple of other elements of the industry, and of course the paper lanterns and all the other fun stuff we had set up here. Because it's fun to do stuff like that. And that's what this is about, right? So let's get the rest of these paths taken out here. I think they should still be able to reach that. Yep. Now I'm just playing with fire, deleting individual bits here. Good, they can still reach it. Excellent. And back we go with all of these dynamite pieces. Get those put in place, and then we'll see what happens. Now, over here in Beaverly Hills, we do have our dynamite. So that's done, and the water dump goes here. I don't think it's going to irrigate quite everything that we want here. But I believe we'll be in pretty decent shape. I was also kind of hoping it would get most of the stuff up here, but I also don't think that's going to happen. We'll see. We'll see. Takes time. So dynamite here, back to the other set of stairs, and then this will wind around. We will put a forester, if I can figure out exactly where it's got to go. But we'll put a forester so we can actually plant things. I think once the paths are connected, it should work a little bit better. Maybe. That feels like that's not enough range. Yeah, especially considering all this. Well, we'll do that. This gravel path will probably stay just like so. A little bit windy, but we'll make it happen. I like how this looks. I think this is really cool with the little smokestacks and everything. Nice big windows have a picturesque view of the lake, which doesn't need a path out in the middle, so we can get rid of that. These guys also are going to want some other things to do. They do have the Lidos. They got some swimming they can do. But maybe there's a house in the lake on some stilts. Not sure. Got a couple of good suggestions that I would like to incorporate at some point. We do have our organic farm. I love the silliness of that. And this is admittedly kind of ugly here. I'm not exactly sure what to make of that, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Now, back over here, I do have one more potato to put in, so that's good to go. And they should be finished. Yeah, but now they're just gathering all of the other bits here. If I start the explosion from here, nobody can die in an explosion because then they can't get anywhere. So let's click that. I love it when my computer chugs. Like an old steam engine. So that's working out pretty well. We have these in place here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, blanket this whole thing in dynamite. Bring this down as much as we can. And of course we'll have to get the rest of it at a later date. But When I say later today, I don't mean like not today. I mean just at some point this episode. Because we flatten all this out. We are going to have to remove this as well. That has not gone unnoticed by me. Don't worry. I'm just keeping this here because this has the terraformer on it and we need to fill in the holes. Once that's done, we can get rid of that. I can build more tanks somewhere else for all of the liquid, and that should not be a problem at all. How close are we on our wheat? 84%. Okay, that's looking decent. And like I said earlier, we are looking really, really good as far as finished goods. We still don't have a lot of wheat to grind, but don't forget we did double our wheat production here. We just haven't harvested any of that yet, so that's going to be something we take a look at some point in the future. And yes, okay, look how much this is irrigated here. This is actually looking really nice. I believe we probably don't want the top of the mountain to be completely green. I don't think that's super realistic, but super realistic, he says, in a game about post-apocalyptic bipedal beavers who have harnessed human technology and spoken language. So maybe I should just shut up about that and just enjoy the game. But I do want to put a little bit more irrigation in on the other side, and we will see what we're able to do with that. So we've got all this space right here. This will be green once the water is flowing through here, so I think that should irrigate most of this. But I think if I do it right and I hide it in the middle of the woods around some trees, we might be able to get away with this if I just put it in the top. But I do know there's a limit to the amount of space it goes down. So what if I put this here, it might actually be enough to take care of most of this. Or maybe what we should do is we should put it up here. I don't know. I'm going to try here. We'll see what works. Because there's plenty we can get ourselves into. And now, that's really as far as that's going to let me go. That's kind of disappointing. But I guess we'll just have to manipulate our tree planting in other ways. But if I can get trees planted almost this entire way up and just leave a little bit barren up here, we might be looking nice. But now we have 12 empty spots. Those beavers will fill that up pretty quickly. And then the extra jobs, of course, will be taken care of as well. Even though the observatory, strictly speaking, is not necessary. Oh no, we can't have bots on the thing. We're not going to have bots here anyway. We have 195,000 science. We don't need it. But I just think it's a cool looking building, so that's why that's a thing. So meanwhile, we have 27 unemployed beavers. Because we didn't really have too much else for them to do. Well, also, these are paused because there's a drought. So that should all be coming back. Once that's done, I've got some more carrots I can plant here. Yeah, and someone did say that part of my carrot problems are most likely due to inefficient harvesting. These guys should theoretically not have any problems taking care of stuff, but I have the wrong guy assigned to planting. Or maybe no, this one should be planting because he can reach almost everything. This guy cannot, so that guy being harvesting is probably fine. I was going to put some additional beehives in. That's what I was going to do. I just completely forgot. So I can put a beehive there. I can't put one here because there's currently carrots here that they haven't gotten to yet. But we are full up on the carrots because this building has not been prioritized by haulers to remove all of that, which probably all the farmhouses should be anyway. So we'll take care of that, then come grab all the extra goods, and then everybody can, you know, go get the rest of the carrots. I think we're going to be fine, even if we get up to 500 or 600 beavers, which is very, very possible. Not by the end of this episode, obviously, because that takes some time to actually, you know, make that many beavers. But it is something that we could very well see coming up soon. So let's blow up that dynamite, put in a water dump here, and then just bury this inside of a bunch of trees because we don't really feel like worrying about it. Oh, that's right. Oak trees in Update 4 are still universal. Got oaks and maples. So we could have some pretty dense, some dense big trees up here. I like that idea. Sprinkle in a couple of maples. Here, there, everywhere. etc. And then chestnuts as well. There's a nice variety of these kinds of trees we can place in areas like this that I think is fun. Pine trees as well. And those should probably be a little bit more prevalent than the rest just because, well, pines grow really fast. And you're going to see them almost everywhere. Nope, that is not for a tree. That is for water to go into. Let's not get too hasty here. Okay, I already had a maple, but not there. All right, that's looking nice. I don't want to have... I want to try to have no two trees of the same type directly abutting each other. An oak tree here. You know, just try to keep things somewhat nicely randomized. Are those two chestnuts next to each other? Well, I guess two next to each other is probably fine. But having all those trees up top should look pretty nice. I know we can plant all of them up top and then down here as well. So let's put in a couple more just in these kinds of areas. And of course, we're not going to be chopping these down. These are just for decorative purposes. We'll start there. We'll see what happens. And if we want to put something else in, we will. But for now, they have plenty to accomplish. We can leave them be. Head back on down here to the demolition zone. So that's ready to go. All right, now that can match up. And they've actually gotten pretty far in planting the rest of this extra terrain in. So that's a reason to celebrate there. We can also have some dynamite here. And then... actually, no, you know what? Let's not. Because this is a pretty important ladder to be able to get around. We will have to have all of this systematically destroyed before too long, though. All right, now we got wheat coming in. Let's check out what's going on with that. I know they're not going to harvest it until the morning. But that is, it's so nice to see this come in like this. Just looks cool. So once this one, I think this is the one that I unplanted. We will check and see. I'm actually going to unplant probably, let me click this please. Thank you. I'm going to just unplant all of this middle bit in case I have to space them out differently. Since most of them are going to be harvested at this point anyway. Well, this area. We'll see what happens. I'm just impatient when it comes to detonating explosives up here. Alright, so halfway through the drought, how's our power reserves looking? Look at that's beautiful, man. 41,000 used in, what, 3 days? 2.5 days? Whatever. I'll take it. This is great. Looking really, really, really good. I think we still have a little bit of decorative fun to do over here. That could very well be a task for next time, depending on our other priorities. Just want to make sure we make something look pretty nice, have a nice, relaxing, I guess, penultimate episode here. Get this with a nice, big beaver apartment building. All depends on how fast we can lay all of these dynamite pieces here. Because these guys are not going to be able to reach these until this is all accessible, ready to go. Come to think of it, I haven't even taken stock of who's building what here. I mean, I've got bots in this builder's hut. I don't even remember what other builder's huts I have in this district. Oh, literally just that one. Okay. So these guys need to be bots. So we will double the amount of builders here. And since we have so many extra beavers, we might as well, just for the sake of, you know, actually accomplishing something, that, not district center, builder's hut. I'm going to put in 2 more of these things right here just so we can employ all of our beavers. Yeah, just get these accomplished, done and dusted right here. Because you know we have the manpower, we can do it. Let's check Dutch windmills. If I put one here... Oh, I can put one here, which means I can definitely put one here. Good. That is all I needed to know. Yeah, so that should be unmarked. That'll be fine. I just really like this mod. I think this looks fantastic. It's done a very, very, very good job with it. Now, come get the rest of this wheat so I can put the rest of these in here. And this one middle piece is still at 71%. And the rest of them are just waiting. All right, so this can go here. And then now that we know, we can space them a little bit closer than we originally thought. I know I can't put one here and one here. If I try that, it's not going to let me do it. So that's not going to be the thing. So what I will do is I will replant these 3, but leave this one unplanted right here in the middle. We can have windmills among a sea of wheat, and it can look like a nice postcard or something. Do people even send postcards anymore? I don't know. I feel like email kind of killed all that. So I kind of want to just set this off. Is anyone even going to come over here? I don't see anybody carrying explosives. So maybe I'll just do it. All right, nobody died. It's always the mark of a successful endeavor. So what we'll do now, is I know I can still get to most of this path. Oh, these aren't complaining about being disconnected. That's because why? Oh, okay, they're still connected up there. That's fine. Just need to get the rest of this blown up. I don't know. Yeah, they should be able to reach. Okay, well, this one's going to be a little bit different because they don't have the reach to go inside, but that's not going to be a problem once we have the rest of this taken care of. They'll just be able to walk right up next to it, and boom. Just little bits and pieces, one step at a time. How are we looking over here? We started planting trees? We have not. Because we have not... Oh, we don't have planks? Do I really not have plank storage? No, I've got plank storage. So what's the deal? Have they just gone on strike or what? Because there's plenty to be done here. Waiting on the one plank. Okay, well, where's the plank? I see it. I see the one plank. Where in the world is it? Do I not have plank storage? I feel like I should. I got treated planks, and I have storage for planks. I guess they just haven't brought it in yet. Seems kind of weird. What's this guy carrying? Nothing. Okay. Oh, we're thirsty boys and girls over here, aren't we? So we don't have any water, really. Did I just... Oh, the hauling post has nobody in it, so they can't come get anything out of here. All right, well, that's on me. We can fix that. That's fine. I had them all the builders up, but why are they not anywhere else? Like, I don't have fewer beavers. In fact, I've got the same amount of adults I had before. I don't really know what the problem is here. Huh. Very strange, very strange. Well, I can go ahead and migrate some additional beavers over here, and I'm going to raise the minimum in Beaverly Hills to 24. Well, actually, 25 would take care of all of our jobs. 26, if I actually, 30 would take care of pretty much everything. And then we could have some more beavers working in the crossing to move material back and forth. Are we, we should be force importing water, which we are. Shouldn't be a problem to have water to export either, because we have tons of it in this district. Really should not be a concern. Yeah, we got 3,300, which is plenty for right now. Hold on, I've got 21 extra bots. Hold the phone. Oh, okay. I have 22 extra bots in this district. 17 extra bots in this one. So, I think what we're going to have to do, Beaverburg 11, I'm going to have another 10 bots go over there. Iron Islands, I feel like don't really need bots. Do I even have anything bot enabled in the Iron Islands? No. Oh, that might be because of the passenger train stuff. So let's just export those guys back out. So now that I've got more bots in Beaverburg 13, I can actually have them assigned as builders. There we go. Making good progress there. All these haulers are bots. Yeah, but having them as builders I think would be the best option. So now we have all this other fun stuff to take care of. They'll make it work just fine. And once this is all... Yeah, let's get these guys out of here so I can blow this up, because then they can just walk around anywhere. But I have to get the bots out of here. Well, if they're diligently working placing explosives, I guess I can't really be too upset. I could just wait. Now I hear some chanting over here. They have another meeting? I wish I knew what they were saying. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Some things are better left unknown. Now, these guys, all these yuppies here in Beaverly Hills think they're too good to do actual hard work like anybody else. Or at least that's what my unfounded beaver prejudice wants to tell me. So, I don't want them to drown. Or not drown. Die of thirst. That'd be a cruel fate. Drowning while you're dying of thirst. Let's just build ourselves a water pump so they can at least pump water. Give them something to do. I think the only... Oh, we only have that water storage? Yikes. Okay, that's on me. That's my fault. Definitely should have had a little bit more a little bit more available here. So we'll put this here. That should hopefully help a little bit. And now I have planks. Now it says they can't get all the required material, so what's up with that? Doesn't make any sense. Got tons of planks in here. They're just in the district crossing. I guess the haulers haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah, but let's come on down here, guys, and build yourselves a water pump so you can, you know, not die of thirst. You can make it happen. I believe in you. You have plenty of wood. That's all you need. Yeah, bright and early in the morning. Everybody's building the water pump. Come on down. All right, Travis Bonenberg, you are the deliverer of water. Now get in there and get pumping. You're on the carousel. Come on, man. These people... There, all right, there you go. 79. All right, well, maybe I should have let you ride the carousel. A little old there. Me too. So hopefully that... Oh, yeah. Now, oh, okay, I get it. You're riding the carousel because you knew you wouldn't be able to. All right, I got to respect it. That's fine. So we're delivering planks to the observatory first because that was built first. Okay. Makes sense. Pine resin is not something we currently import. I don't think. But if I force import it, I shouldn't have to build storage for it, I don't think. So where... There we go. And gears should be the same way. So let's do that. So I know we're going to need that for the observatory. And then they should be able to have that all done and dusted. Well, at least we have water here in Beaverly Hills so they can, you know, drink and not be dying of thirst. This one little bit of dynamite I completely forgot that had to go in, so we'll just expedite that and then we'll have the rest of this taken care of. I think this is as far as we can get on this side, so I'm going to... Very dangerous game, that. Alright. All done. Don't walk on this. Good job. Now we can come in here with the rest. Alright, this little bit of path is going to be gone. And then this platform doesn't need to be here. I will keep the stairs, because it's nice to have that kind of a thing going on. So our terraforming bots should be able to come around here and take care of this stuff. Make that nice and level. And this entire structure on the end here is going to go away as well. Much of it is already empty, so that's fine. Paper storage, not really going to be that big of a deal. I think I've got a... I think I have one. Do I have one over here for paper? No, it wouldn't be in that one. Packaged foods. No, I don't. But I probably should. Is there one over here in the train station area? Nope, that's packaged foods. That's pine resin. Maybe I don't have one for paper. Well, we'll get it figured out. Yeah, it won't be too much longer now before we can get this whole thing set up. Although, time-wise, I don't know how much building we're going to be able to get done over here. That might be might end up being a next time thing. But we sure can get this finished. And maybe we can get everybody up here going. So now we're waiting on the gears. We should have them finish this water dump. It should not take that long. Okay, so we might still need more than one water pump to get everybody supplied here. So I will go ahead and put a second one in. Come on. Alright, drought's over, folks. Now let's see. Water coming in this way. Will this actually help? Unsure. But it needed to get exploded anyway, so that's fine. So before anything else comes in, we survived with, what, 40%? 45% of our power left? That I would consider to be a success. I think we can be very happy with that. Also, why is this not planted with a sunflower? How did I miss that? Alright, well that's taken care of. Oh, there's space up here too? Look at me go. I hadn't even realized. Yeah, there's a couple more spots I can do here. Alright, so water's coming in. Obviously, it's not yet up to full speed, so we'll see if this goes any higher than 400 or 405. I think was the highest sustained speed I saw. I don't expect it to be perfect. It already was more than enough, to be perfectly honest with you. And now, 390, 395. Alright, come on, show me 400 here. There we go. Okay. Gonna go any higher? I know we got our little trough here working again. I guess maybe not. Oh, okay, these down here are actually 420-ish. So at the end it's actually faster at the end. That's not how that works. Okay, well now it's slowed down a little bit. Maybe that's closer to what it's actually supposed to be. Well, no matter what, this does work and it does a fantastic job. I guess maybe I'm a little too greedy with it. All right. Just about finished. All of this just need that last little bit to get detonated, and then of course this up here. And then this area will actually be looking really, really good. Now, part of the fun. Oh, you're out of catalyst. All right, or out of fuel, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of rubble in this thing. Sheesh. Yeah, we just have to get all of this put back down. It seems like everything's in range. Okay, well, for the most part. We'll give them a little bit of help with some additional pathing here. Yeah, waiting for one behind. Okay, that's done. All right, and Interestingly enough, this space in the middle is the only one that isn't irrigated because of how far away it is, but I guess I'll take that. All right, come harvest this wheat. Are we actually full on wheat storage? Oh, we super are. We need our windmills to go a little bit faster. Well, that would help if I had these windmills actually finished. What are we waiting on? Gears? Oh, am I out of gears already? Did I not allow gear import by train? Let's check that out. Okay. Allow receiving. Let's get some gears in here. I only have 2 gears here too? Oh, come on, man. I got 6 of these things. Don't tell me you don't have any planks, as I know you do. Huh. My industrial malfeasance strikes again. All right, can I send these things? All right. What was this middle one? Is that give me a hover tooltip. Is that the minimum or is that just what it stocks? Yeah, I don't know. No recipe selected. Is that one of these finished? Yes. Okay. Wheat flour it is. And this probably needs to be wheat flour too. And then this wheat needs to be harvested. Yeah, there you go. Just grab this little bit. We'll be all good to go. I know this is not the first one they're going to come and grab because they have all these others that are in whatever their radius is, but we'll make it work. Just get it done. Because now we're running out of time. And all that stuff I said about building is not going to manifest if we don't get ourselves going here. I might actually have to time-lapse the end of this one today. Because I did say that I wanted this to be actually doable. Well, we are going to have to get rid of this, and I do need to put in amusement park stuff over here. But the amount of gears that we don't have, I think, is going to cause some problems. So maybe we don't build anything that needs gears just quite yet. We've got so much stuff just on the ground here. We have storage for gears. We just don't have a whole lot else going on here. But it does seem like stuff is mostly working. The Dutch windmills, unfortunately, do not work when there is no wind. But when there is wind, they are fantastic. So I'm going to put this guy right here, and look at that. That is going to be fantastic, having 3 of those right there. As you can see, we're not having any problems with the actual food itself. We just need to get a little bit more going on so that we can actually accomplish stuff. And I think we're in a good shape here. Now, I've got all these extra bots. I have 1 unemployed in this district. Over here in Cascadia, we've got 16. I feel like we probably shouldn't have 16. Have we fully staffed all of our... Yes. Okay. What about this one? All right. So I guess... see, the problem is I really don't want to build any more of these gear workshops, but I feel like we might need to at some point. Well, if that's going to be the case, how many... 1,400 wood, I'm not even going to be worried about. I'm just gonna destroy all of this. I only need to go back 3. But what we will do here... Yeah, we'll just have this... Just have this whole thing be all good to go here. Get rid of all that, and I will have a simple straight power shaft just go right across the way here and connect into the side, I guess probably the front. Yeah, front of one of these gear workshops. So I will build another 6 of these just to appease just to appease the gears. Seems like it's kind of a full-time job. Let's get this prioritized. Am I going to make a mistake here? Which side is the doorway on for these? Can I even see from here? All right, let's inspect closely. Good. Oh, you can see the guy standing in there. That's kind of cool. Can't really see him doing anything, but the doorway is in fact in the correct spot, so that's good. Yeah, now get over here, get rid of this. We got stuff to do, my man. Grant me the ability to place gear workshops. Alright, I can definitively put that there, no problems. Just have to wait for them to build it. So that's, yep, already marked as a bot workplace. So who knows, maybe I'm going to have some more lumber mills when we get to that point, but I know for a fact, gotta have more gears. Absolutely have to have more gears. So maybe I'll build 3 of these, maybe I'll build 3 of the lumber mills. I don't know, but we are very, very much running out of time for today's episode. So let's go ahead, make a couple more quick things, and then say goodbye for today. I know I said we're going to do building over here, but we didn't quite get there. Didn't quite get there. I don't want to rush it just so it can be in this one. We will take our time to make something interesting. Yeah, so since this is still here, I will put a ladder right there so they can escape down here. And yeah, this is going to look a whole lot nicer, I can tell you that for sure. Very, very cool. So once we have enough gears actually here, we'll be looking pretty nice. What are we waiting on for the observatory? Yep, gears. You guessed it. Do I have storage ready for the gears? Log storage, packaged foods, treated planks, and metal blocks. I guess I don't. Yeah, I don't have gear storage. Okay, that's on me. Well, it's not like I have gears to put in it anyway, so shouldn't get too upset about that. All right, that needs to be for gears. So I guess our observatory is not going to get built unless we have more gears. All right, that's running. Okay, prioritized by haulers. Are these all prioritized? No, they are not. I really, because I have plenty. I should just prioritize all these so these guys can just keep working all the time. You know what? There's a faster way to do this. Everything. Okay, I don't need to worry about the dirt excavator. Gear workshops, lumber mills. Yes, everything should be hauler prioritized. I will just make more haulers. That's just how she works. Water dumps. Okay, I don't care about water dumps or wood workshops, but that is going to be a big help. And then you guessed it, I will put at least 2 more wood workshops here. Or maybe I just have all of these be maybe just have all of these be gear workshops anyway, and we'll figure something else out. We have the technology. We can make it work. So that's going to work over here. I'm just so curious. Nope, 395. I guess that's, for our purposes, the theoretical maximum speed at which those will operate. Well, I guess that's not technically a measurement of speed. Yeah, whatever. But it's too bad we don't have the observatory done here. Although I think by the time I'm done talking to you today, we might actually have that accomplished. What tree did I not plant over here so I can put that in? I don't see... Okay, that's a chestnut. That's a maple. Let's put an oak tree. Put an oak tree right smack dab in the middle here. Get that planted. I think that's going to be a pretty nice looking mountaintop. So now we wait. And this whole mountain pretty much is completely irrigated short of a few very small spots. I think we can call that good enough. Just call that done. We'll have to plant some more trees later on. But this really does not look bad. So that's something we can be happy with. Of course, leveling that other area and getting our wheat situation permanently resolved is something to celebrate as well. And I think we can be very happy with how this has all turned out. So thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Just keep in mind that we have hopefully the final episode of this on Friday. And then, of course, tomorrow, water beavers. And then on Thursday, the next episode of our Update 5 Iron Teeth. When this series, the Folktales one, finishes, we will be starting a brand new Update 5 Folktales series. Probably still vanilla, although if people are loud enough about wanting mods, I might do mods. But there's plenty of fun stuff in Update 5 we want to get to with those guys that we haven't had a chance to even look at yet. So I think that would be a fun next thing for us to do. And then don't forget, sometime else this week, I would like to do another live stream, probably Satisfactory, because we did Cities Skylines 2 past couple of weekends. Also, 200 of you voted to see Cities Skylines 2 in the live stream, and like 16 of you showed up. So if you're going to vote, make sure you come watch. Because there are plenty of people that would have wanted to see something else had they had the chance to do that. But that's okay. Glad to have you whenever you're able to make it, because it's always fun just to share some time together. So again, thanks for being here. I do read every comment. I respond to as many as I can when there's something for me to say in response. But I'm just glad to have you here. And of course, thankful as always for our beard boosters and their support, making it possible for me to keep doing these each and every day, at least through the rest of this year. We'll reevaluate after the new year and see what happens then. But it's just really, really fun to be able to do this. Thankful for you once again, as always. And I hope whatever you're doing, have a fun and a safe rest of your day. And I'll look forward to seeing you again in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.